Mashiane and Zwane, good players. Anybody could love to have them. They are young guys that are very, very, they are good players with a lot of potential. However,
and natural talent.
That's most of the South African players. You just need, that is why I said you just need to make sure that conditioned they are well, they are focused, they are disciplined, and they can play within the structure, because South Africa don't have to teach them how to play football. However, I said to them also, they're in a similar position that they haven't been playing. They haven't getting game time where they were in their previous club. And then when they come here, they find they came to a place where I was looking for players that are ready. Unfortunately, it took them long. And because we loved them, we liked them, we know their potential, we gave them opportunity, but I had to make sure that I have a balance of winning games. Well, I'm giving people opportunity, but I must balance games. And I spoke with them.
No, I do hear the coach Lapana from Isolele FC saying which definitely anyone would love to have, those two players, which is Samgele Zwane and also Happy Mashiane, which, by the way, by the looks of things, remember we've spoken about this before. I don't like repeating words, but it is something esilesa khuluma ngayo before. The club Isolele FC are interested in getting those two players, but the only thing bona abayifunayo is to get those players on free basis. Now, I did remember Happy Mashiane was Lukiana. I'm not too sure in terms of my contract trouble when do they come to an end at Naturena. But if they do come to an end June, then definitely it might be a good move for them, because now they will be able to get some proper game time. Because right now, coming back to the club, which is Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think they will be given some game time or some minutes, because already we do have other players who are currently there and still are striving and fighting for that game time. So yeah, I would have loved to see at least Zwane back in the club, at least playing for the coming season. But by the looks of things, I don't know, guys. We will wait for the official announcement. Speaking of announcements, yeah, you guys, but anyways, Mthokozisi from Far Post. I know you guys trust Far Post. I know you guys trust Mthokozisi as well as I do. So he has confirmed on the Robert Marawa show, which definitely Fernando Cruz has signed. It's been 2 weeks much since I signed it. So hence I said, Omiki Junior does not have any reason to lie. Yes, when she Abumazola saying, yeah, he's a candidate, Here we're just waiting for an announcement. But it's not something that I want us to fight on. But then there is also something that he has mentioned to know. Despite him signing, he's currently in South America, finalizing certain things. Now, I'm not too sure about the date to Zuzan, but definitely before they leave for next season, for preseason for next season, he will be coming here to South Africa, obviously, and that's where they're going to live. Hopefully they get to announce him before he leaves, because now we will need to see photos and everything, as official contract and just to show that definitely he is the new head coach of Kaizer Chiefs. But so far, I know some of you are not happy, some of you are happy, but all I can say is, in terms of that, and also going to the preseason, because definitely we are going to preseason. Kaizer Junior is in Germany, analyzing and finalizing deals in terms of organizing the friendly games, accommodation, all of this. So he's in a place called Mainz. I don't know if that is the correct pronunciation, but it's in a place called Mainz. And so far, and from what I've been getting, is the fact that everything is moving according to plan. So definitely come next month when we are going for preseason, because Bang Chelilo would know the preseason will be around 11. That's when we will be leaving. I think around 11 July. I meant to say around there, those dates, somewhere there. But I'm not sure, but somewhere there. So yeah, when they go for preseason, definitely they will be having some games, which obviously it is what we want to see, taking on some of those big teams, some of those important teams. I don't know which teams they're going to play lapha in Germany, but hopefully at clubs that we do know that we can say, okay, this is on our level, this is what we need. Because remember, the preseason we had at Netherlands, it brought us great value, and it helped our players a lot. Highly my closed doors would be score 15 goals, and then when we got to the league, things were just I don't know. So that is something that we need to understand. We can't go to Germany and say we're going to play the second tier. We need opponents. We need strong opponents. We need teams that are going to make us want to do better. I teams that we are going to play and we're like, no, siyashaya manje, siyashisa manje, siyafika, we are going to take the league. Masifika kumele sidlale, things are totally different. So for me, I'm hoping what we're going to get, those big clubs or big teams, even if it's not a team that is on number 1 or number 2, but as long as they are on that level, you understand, because that is the most important part. They should be on the senior team or on the senior level. Senior level. PSL is one of the hardest things in the world. And then moving on, we do have to talk about Itumeleng Kune. He's another player who, by the way, it looks like he's going to Mexico. They say there will be a Bafana Legends game. So yeah, it will be Bafana going up against Mexico, but the Legends game. Yeah, I can't wait to see this one and see how Abachita they are going to perform, because at the end of the day, Itumeleng Kune is one of our own, and most of the players that will be there, they are one of our own. Yes, Itumeleng Kune is no longer playing, but let's see what he can be able to give to us in Mexico. But then, moving on, we talk about Lebogang Maboa, which, by the way, I thought, because earlier on we had a live stream, we've spoken about it. We were talking about Brendan Preseason and other players who did not manage to go to Mexico. So according to the report, because I thought personally, it was not a report, it was not nothing. I thought naye uhamba nabo Abachita, or uhambe nabo to Mexico, so that he can be able to be there whenever he's needed. And I feel like he's going to be needed. But Tiwa, he decided not to go. He wants to stay here and prepare for the coming season, which I think that is good. That is good. There's a lot of other players who already have started, trying to prepare for the next season. And also remember, we are going to preseason, and this preseason is the most important one so far. Yes, there might not be all the players that we think are going to go, but so far we've heard Wandile Duba, big contract take was coming to an end. Didn't know. I thought like contract take end up later, but then they managed to give him a long-term deal, which he signed recently a few days ago, which is good, but it's possible they are signing it so that they can let go of him, same as Eden McCarthy. It's an example that I've made before. So yeah, with that being said, Bafetu, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see how the club is going to perform on preseason. I cannot wait to see what are the exciting signings that they will be bringing in. Yes, there's been talks about Tuki Flinks. Yes, we've talked about him today. But honestly speaking, I don't think it's anything that we should be looking, like this is, what. Yes, you know what I'm trying to mean. But anyways, it's something that maybe we should keep an eye on, but not that close. But an eye, but not a very close eye. She's big and she's sharing at us spoon lucho, and then we look at everything that is going to happen. But so far, yeah, we do have players that we have signed, and also I feel like there are players who will be heading out for this coming season. But all of that remains until they make the official announcements, because I know you guys believe in the official announcement, even though it is direct, but you guys are waiting for official announcement, which, by the way, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Let's wait and see what is going to happen. But I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know what's going on with me, but please, let's talk a bit later on.